Hey guys, it's Miss Kaiser. We are going to spend some time today talking about making inferences. This is something that good readers do, and you guys do all the time while you're reading. And a lot of times you just don't even know, you don't even realize that you're doing it. Making inferences is also called drawing conclusions. So either of those, they have the same meaning. Essentially, when you are making an inference, you are using information that you already know in your brain, and then you are taking that and you're pairing it with information that the author has given you, and that helps you to figure things out without the author having to tell you every last little detail. So we're going to look at a couple of examples of making inferences. All right, here's our first one. Why is this man on the floor, and what makes you think so? So essentially, you see the man, he's in the floor. You have a wet floor sign. And one of the things that I know is that wet floors are typically slippery. I also see that the man has lots of papers that appear to maybe have been in a pile before, and his papers are all over the place. So I can infer or draw the conclusion that the man slipped on the wet floor and fell down. Okay. All right. Here we go. Why isn't this woman using a fork to eat her pie, and why do you think so? Well, I know that the only time I have ever seen people not using a fork to eat a pie is when they are in some kind of a pie eating contest. I also can tell that she is not able to use her hands, and the other people that are sitting at the table don't look like they're using their hands either. So I can infer or draw the conclusion that she is in a pie eating contest. All right. What do you think this boy is thinking, and what makes you think so? Clues from the picture that I see are that the boy has vegetables, and I also see that the look on his face, he looks very unhappy. He looks very displeased. And I know that in my life, whenever, especially when I was younger, and my mom always wanted me to eat peas, I hated peas, and I would kind of sit and stare at them with an unhappy look, that I was not allowed to get up from the table until I ate them. And I can honestly infer and draw the conclusion that his parents are the same way. He has to sit there until he eats. Okay, still a couple of more. When was this picture taken, and how do you know? I want you to think about this for a minute. I want you to think of a season that this picture looks like. If you said fall, or you're thinking fall, I would agree with you. What are some clues that you see in the picture? Well, there are leaves that are changing colors, and I know already that fall time is a time when leaves change colors. Okay, let's do another one. How do you think that this boy is feeling, and what makes you think so? Well, I see that he has a toy in his hand. I can tell he has what looks to me like a surprised look on his face. I know that a lot of times feeling surprised can also make you feel very happy. So I feel like this boy is feeling surprised, and I feel like he's kind of excited. All right. Last one that we're going to do together here. What are two things you can say about the people that cast the shadows? And what makes you think that? So we've got to figure out, one, the shadows to me look like a man and a woman, and I can't necessarily tell for sure if it's a man or a woman, but I know that typically men have shorter hair, and I can tell in the shadow that is on the right side that that man, or the person appears to have shorter hair. The one on the left, typically I know that women have a little bit longer hair, and it looks like that shadow on the left has some longer hair. So one thing I could infer is that there is a man and a woman. Also, that object that's in the middle of them appears to me, it looks like the shape of a surfboard. So I would also could infer that they are preparing to go surf. And I know that because they appear that they're on the beach. I see sand, and I know that sand means beach. Guys, I've got a video for you to watch as you are getting ready to make some inferences today, and then some making inferences practices. I'll see you soon.